Hello and welcome back to the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and this is your first time here. Please hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. Much appreciated. All right, well, this is a special edition here I'm shooting remotely. This is a game recap, game preview, because Knicks are in a critical position right now. They've managed to, well, let's just talk about that Memphis game. That was truly spectacular. Probably the most significant victory of the season by far for these Knicks. A dramatic overtime win, 133-129 over the Grizzlies. Oh, it was incredible. And they did it in such dramatic fashion, led by none other than Barrett. Yes, I told you, he was the light. He was the light who was going to bring us out of the darkness of the soul that we were in. That 5 out of 6 skid was really gut-wrenching. The Knicks fan base looked a little bit demoralized at the time. Hey, I could tell it was pain I was feeling myself. But like I said, it's good pain because it means that we care about what's happening with the Knicks. It means that we're not looking at the mock drafts. We're not looking at what free agents are going to be available this summer. We're actually looking at the playoff picture right now. These Knicks are in it right now. They're 26 and 27. They're solidly in 8th place. And let's look at some of the highlights from that incredible comeback win. All right, well, one thing is Julius Randle, once again, didn't have it from the mid-range or even from long range, though he did hit 1 out of 2 3-pointers, which every bucket was necessary, but it took him 12 shots. He only hit 4, 15 points, but once again, another triple-double, 10 rebounds and 11 assists. But let me tell you, Derrick Rose, he was the difference in the game in the first half. Without him, this lead could have been 25 points going into halftime. He contributed 19 points overall total, 8 out of 17. He did miss all of his 3-pointers, but we've seen him. He's been hitting them lately, but the way he moves the ball around, the way he penetrates, gets people involved, it's perfect. Because in the third quarter, it was totally necessary. The game, they started out, they were down 9, and then they managed to cut the lead down to 4 with an RJ2 and a Reggie Bullock 3. It was 60-56, but boom, the lead went back up to 9 again. That's how this game for the Knicks. But they wouldn't let up. It was a great all-around team effort. It was such a great team effort that even Elfrid Payton contributed. That's right. He contributed 2 big buckets, a 2 and a 3, to get the lead back down to 4 again, 68-64. But they couldn't hold it. Memphis Grizzlies, they're a really good team. They're really well balanced. They play hard, and they have Ja and Jonas. They play hard. So then the lead went to 14. And it was 81-67 with only 4:48 left in the third. And you started to get the feeling that, maybe the Knicks made that one run and they're not going to be able to overcome it. But Rose came back into the game. And they got us back in it with the bench. The bench, who played a great role in the first half, once again gave us big minutes in the third quarter. And it was with 43 seconds left in the third quarter, Immanuel quickly fed Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin is popping for a beautiful alley-oop slam dunk. And then a few seconds later, Obi returned the favor with an assist to IQ, who hit a monster 3 to cut the lead to just 7 points at the end of the third quarter, 90-83. So now you're thinking, okay, they're going to pull it off again. Nope. Memphis built the lead back up to 13 points again with only 6:47 left. But that's when the Knicks went on a nice 6-0 run to cut it to 108-102. And guess what the Knicks did, which was the key to winning this game? They hit 8 of 8 of their free throws in the last 2 minutes and 19 seconds of regulation. In fact, they won the free throws war, which was the only statistic that they won, because field goal percentage, Memphis beat us. 3-point percentage, Memphis beat us. But free throw percentage, we hit almost 88% and they hit only 62%. That was the difference. We hit 29 out of 33. They hit 21 out of 34. It was clutch. And Jonas and Ja missed 2 crucial free throws in that fourth quarter. But you know who didn't miss a free throw? That's right. RJ Barrett. My God, probably the biggest free throws in his entire career, I would imagine. He was on the right corner, Julius found him. He got fouled, and during the shot, he went up. The first one, boom. And you think, okay, all right. Then the second one, boom. But how many people miss one of those three, especially in the heat of the moment, especially during crunch time? You'd be surprised. A lot of people do. Not RJ Barrett. Boom, he sunk it. Beautiful. Tied the game. Then Memphis came down. They were able to build their lead back up to 2 with only 7 seconds left in the game. RJ Barrett drove the lane. With Ja was covering him. RJ beautifully played off him, banked it off the backboard for the tie game. And poetic justice, the last year's Rookie of the Year, brings it down against the number 3 pick, RJ. They're in the paint, but Ja's floater was short. Didn't make it. Little bit of choking, maybe? I don't know. He's young, but RJ proved that he's got the clutch gene. All right, so now we go into the fourth quarter. And sticking with this overall team effort, so we've had the bench give big minutes. Starters, of course, RJ Barrett playing tremendously. And, like I said, Peyton even contributing. But smart move by Coach Thibodeau, who gets the game ball. He gets the game ball because his substitutions were flawless. He was like a conductor choosing the perfect instrument at the perfect time. And he made a blend of the starting unit and the bench to lead this team to victory in overtime. And Alec Burks and RJ Barrett were the difference in overtime. Burks scored 9 points, 4 big free throws, a 3, and a humongous bucket to seal the win at the end. But who hit the game-winning shot? The shot that put the Knicks ahead for good? RJ Barrett, a 3-pointer. Exactly. Oh, man, we are so lucky to have this kid right now, and he's still, like we keep saying, only 20. Well, he's only 20. He scored 20. He only needed 13 shots to score 20. Big shots, 2 out of 4 from the three-point line. But you know who else gave us 20 points? Emmanuel Quickly, and he only needed 12 shots to do it. So the bench contributed. Obi contributed 8 points. Even Taj and Noel combined together, they gave us 14 points. This was truly a fantastic all-around win. They gutted it out. The first half was really tough, but you know what? Memphis is good. So this is truly the most significant win of the season for the Knicks because actually it was more important for the fan base, I would say. Because we were, like I said, we were demoralized. We were crushed. But, players can go out and just play. They can prove their point on the court. All we can do is cheer on. So I'm really happy about this. Man, it would have been really, really bad going into this Toronto game without that big win. And let's talk about Toronto. Let's see here. Let's talk about Mr. Toronto Raptors here. All right, well, Siakam rested against the Cavs, and Gary Trent Jr. went off against the Cavs last night. So we're catching the Raptors on the back end of a back-to-back, and they're on the road, and we're not sure yet if Pascal Siakam's going to play. He didn't play against us in the first game, and they still crushed us, 183. In fact, that final score doesn't even tell us how bad it really was. It was really bad. We only hit 3 out of 36 three-pointers. So that's a different team. That was a totally different Knicks team. Now we are 6th, I believe, in the NBA in three-point efficiency. That's right. Repeat it again. Either 6th or 7th in the NBA in three-point efficiency. So we have to shoot more threes. The last game against Memphis, at least we shot comparable amount of threes. We shot 32 and they shot 30. So at least we had 2 more than the opponent. That's how we need to keep it. We need to either stay even or shoot more. But, of course, they have to be good threes. They have to be, the right kind of threes. But we need to seek those threes out. That's how we're going to win this game and run the offense through RJ until Julius finally works through that contusion that we know it's bothering him. We just know it is because that's how athletes are. They play through pain. You have to do that. But you can't, go around telling everybody, yeah, I'm hurt. So, of course, he's not going to do that. But you can see it. You can just look at the statistics. Since then, he's just way down. His efficiency mostly is way down. And when you have a team like ours that has as many awesome aspects of it as it has many flaws, which is why we're right in the middle. We need our all-star to play like an all-star, our all-NBA caliber player to play at that level for us to continually win. Fortunately, right now, RJ Barrett is beginning to peak, to take over, not take over, but to contribute almost on an equal level. He's not quite there because he's not the playmaker and the rebounder that Julius is right now, but he's growing into that role, and his shooting efficiency is incredible. RJ Barrett in fourth quarters, the entire season, is hitting 40.6% of his three-pointers. Yes, we need to up that. We need more, because we need that on higher volume, and that's how these Knicks are going to triumph. Hopefully no stupid fouls like last time, and don't let them get to the offensive glass. Those are the keys for this team. Keep the opponent off the offensive glass, and don't commit dumb fouls to undermine a great defensive sequence, and these Knicks can triumph and get back to 500. Yes! And let's try and get out of this play-in situation. I know we got 19 games left. I predicted an 11-9 finish. You know, honestly, after that Memphis dramatic win, I have bigger hopes now. I think this team can go 12-8 in the last 20. You know, let's see. Fingers crossed. Let's go Knicks. Once again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Much appreciated. All right. See you around the Knicks-Verse.